Well, we had a knock on our door one day. There was a big fire truck out front, and they were citing us for illegal trash burn in our backyard. And so from that point on, they talked my husband into being a volunteer. And then not too long after that, after he became a volunteer firefighter, he became a paid firefighter. And then I joined the Ladies in White later on in 1963. I don't know what I was thinking. I had a full-time job, and I had 2 small children under the age of 5. And my husband had a full-time job. And when did I think I would have time for this? However, I didn't think that way then. It just was a natural happening. When you joined the Ladies in White, you had to go through a training sessions to become what they now call EMT, all that medical training. And we were trained by the Red Cross and the hospitals, and we would go to monthly big training sessions. But then we would meet weekly, once a week, to go over medical cases that we had been on and how they were handled and learn new techniques. So it was quite interesting. I go straight from my home to the address of the call. And a lot of times we really didn't know what we were in for. And that's when the adrenaline kicked in. It's like, what am I going to face? Am I going to be the first one there? Am I going to know what to do when I get there? This is all going through my mind as I'm going there. I worked at, when I first joined, I worked at Mercy General Hospital downtown. And then I worked at Mercy San Juan Hospital. Well, we as a total rescue squad, we had about 550 calls a year. But I can't tell you how many I went on. It's just when you're available. I would call in this dispatch and say, this is Janie McBride, I'm available for calls. It's a 1953 Pontiac, and I never got to drive it because I didn't live near Central Station. But if we were at a training drill and a call came in, then we'd take the ambulance, and I ended up riding in it in the passenger side a couple of times. But other than that, I just remember seeing it on scene, and I think the whole idea of helping people and being able to do something about suffering, There were times when I was just out on my own, going shopping or whatever. There were a couple of times when an accident would happen right in front of me, and I would not even think about it. I would jump out of the car and go help.